Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious morning. Yes, the beautiful reminder that you get to choose, that I get to choose, that we all get to choose. Oh my goodness, put all your cameras on. Let's see your beautiful faces. Yes, it's so good to see you. So happy that you're here. Yes, even if you're watching this on the replay, still pretend you have your camera on. But anyways, yeah, it's so beautiful to decide what things mean. Right there is where the essence of your power can be externalized by you choosing to give meaning to that which is fundamentally meaningless. Remember, what's happened to you, what you've done, what's happening in the world, the room you're in, the clothes you wear, people you surround yourself with, all of it 100% fundamentally meaningless, and it's you that gets to give meaning to that. That's why I start every single one of these calls with good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning. It's because, hey, the moment I say that, especially if I feel like, guess what starts to happen in me? That's exactly what I get to feel. Now, I will say that I do start off saying that well before this call starts. But, anyways, it's still that beautiful reminder that both you and I get to use. And it's amazing because it reveals the power that we have. Now, before we move into the call, make sure that you have the essentials with you. Make sure you have your crazy awesome goal card with you. Do not underestimate the power of this right here. If you make it mean something that's really, really awesome and really, really strong, if you make it important, guess what? It'll start showing up in your outer world. And also make sure that you have Master Key System with you so that you can dive into this. If you don't have a copy of this, or if you don't have a gold card, just click on the link that we provide to you so you can get one for yourself. And then also we have these other beautiful companions here. This is Master Key, Subconscious Code, I should say, which is a beautiful companion to help you to maneuver through this. All right, so with that being said, there are some announcements here that an announcement we need to make here. That's a challenge here is just to let you know that with regards to these calls, these mastermind calls, there's only going to be one more week of them. Yeah. April Fools. I had to do it. I had to do it. You know, it's April Fools. I had to do something like that. I saw some of your faces going, no. Yes, okay, I had to. Okay. So no, this is going on for a long time. That's one of the things that I said is this is one thing that I'll be doing probably for as long as I continue to live. I love doing this. I love sharing this information. I love using it more than anything else. And with that use, I get to share with you the changes in my life. So what's that a reminder of? Use it as if your life depends on it. You know why? Because it does. All right, so let's dive into this, shall we? Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right. Shannon, you got me. So I just noticing some of the comments here. There's a crack up. All right, so we're on page 198. Okay, and item 15. Induction is also an aid in concentrating and strengthening our faculties for the remainder of the journey, giving unerring solution for individual as well as universal problems by the mere operations of mind in the purest form. Now, what is he talking about? Induction. He's talking about the inner side of you. Okay. He's talking about how within you, you have this ability to think. And remember, thought externalizes itself. Now, when it comes to this thinking, which is the reasoning faculty that you have, notice how he puts into place concentrating. Okay, the will. Remember, you must focus if you want to externalize an outcome. This is one of those things that I share with people about manifestation. A lot of people talking about manifestation, right? Oh, here's how to manifest. Manifestation is nothing more than thought externalization. That's it. Okay. iPhone was manifested. Maybe you have one. Maybe you have an Android. Maybe you're one of those. No, I'm just joking. Okay. So, anyways, when with these, that's just a fun little plug. Think about it. Your iPhone, your Android, those physical things that are there were in imagination first before they became the material thing. You having one was in imagination first before it was the material thing. See, how did it happen? There was an externalization of thought that led to that outcome. Now, this is important because your induction, in terms of the way of thinking, especially if you are thinking the right way, will help you to be stronger inside, which then will help you to manifest those crazy, awesome things that you would love to manifest that you're actually manifesting right now is just the starting point. I mean, think about this. You're already making progress, right? Okay, nod your heads. You're feeling much better about yourself, correct? Yes. Feeling stronger, more courageous, all because of a change in how you're thinking. Now, there's another thing I want you to notice here, too. It is giving unerring solution for the individual as well as the universal problems. In other words, remember, everything comes from the universal mind, and it flows to and through the individual, all of which externalizes in physical form. The solutions to every problem are going to come from that, which leads me to intuition. We've talked about intuition before. Intuition is that gut feeling you have inside of you when you're locked into something. See, that's the message coming from God, coming from the universe, which leads to the solutions to every problem. Remember, all the problems that you are seeking to solve are going to come from within. They're not going to come from without. And the solution to be able to receive those answers is to maintain a high frequency, is to stay loyal to an idea. Now, if you'd love to tie deep into understanding those higher mental faculties, wham, this one right here. This book is amazing. I love. See, here's another example of manifestation. Just in regards to all these thought externalization. There was loyalty to an idea which led to the physical outcome. The big question that was asked was, okay, how would I want this described to me as a younger version of me listening to the message? It's something that Dolly and I frequently think about ourselves. And what came out was the externalization of that, of explaining it that way. Now you can do that for you for anything. Now let's go further. Here we find a method, the spirit of which to believe that what is sought has been accomplished. In order to accomplish it, a method bequeathed upon by the same Plato, who outside of the sphere could never find how the ideas became realities. Now, this is huge. This is important. He's talking about a method that's going to be shared with you that will help you to deliver it speedily. To believe what is sought has been accomplished. That's what it's all about. In other words, you've got to stop being in want. Yes, you've got to decide what you want first, but then your job from there is to shift it from a want to an incredible desire to something that's already done. This is why on these goal cards, written in the beginning, is I am so happy and grateful now that. It's got to be present. Here, now. The image that you hold in your mind, of which is being communicated through your language, the language that you use conveys that which you believe in. When you say, I want, what's the image? You not having it. You have to shift it to it's done in order to accomplish it. Now, this conception is also elaborated by Swedenborg in his Doctrine of Correspondence. And a still greater teacher has said, underline this, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. The differences of the tenses in this passage is remarkable. It doesn't say believe that you're going to get them. It doesn't say stay and want and say, oh, yeah, believe that it's going to happen soon. No, it's an acceptance of it. It's done, it's finished. I remember when I decided to open an ice cream store in Anaheim across the street from Disneyland. I was going, wow, so cool. Decided. Before I got the location, I said, it's going to be in a place where there's people that are around Disneyland or that kind of traffic. And what's amazing is I was led to a mall that was opening up that had a space open. And what's amazing is when that decision was made, I would see it. I would purposefully drive by the empty lot and I would sit there I'd have a picture of the architect's drawings and I would sit there at the lot and whoa, I would just see it. And I go, oh, my space is right there. This is where it is. I would see the kids working in the ice cream store, serving the ice cream, making it big and beautiful. Next thing I know is it's happening. See, but there wasn't a want. It was an incredible, beautiful desire. It was a burning desire inside.